All right. So good evening, everyone. Welcome back on the speaker show. So sorry for for the inconvenience the other time. Once again, thank you for joining us on the speaker show. The speaker show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where we inspire other people. So thank you for joining me one more time. You can follow us on TikTok. You can follow us on YouTube, and you can follow us on Instagram. So thank you each and everyone for staying back, to be with us tonight. I really, really appreciate it. So it takes a lot of dedicated mind, to still watch us back tonight. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. So for some of you who are just joining for the first time, let me just give a quick introduction and then we'll go into what we want to talk about tonight, which I've started already, but we're going to get into it. All right, so my name is Daniela Fatai, and I'm the host of The Speaker Show. The Speaker Show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where minds are being liberated through reasoning. So, tonight, without taking much of our time, we're going to get into what we really, really want to talk about. I really want to talk about social media because I see that it is something that it is very, very important, to our mental health, to our behavior, to our characters, because, this platform shapes who we are, and if we're not careful, we will take on the negative part and forget about the positive part of it. So I want to encourage you tonight that, look at the positive side of social media. And we've seen a lot of people commit suicide, just because of the comparison, just because, like, the wait for approval of others on social media. Like, for instance, you post a picture and then, you're waiting for others to, like, to like it. And then as soon as you don't get that likeness, as right away, you'd be like, oh my God, what's going on? Oh, nobody likes me. Oh, nobody this, nobody that. People go through this and it's the reality. But I just want you to look beyond that. I want you to, like, to feel good and feel comfortable about yourself, understanding very well that it is okay, if you post a picture and you're not waiting for the approval of others, in the sense that them having to like it, and that's when you feel good about it. Post a picture if you want to post a picture. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because it's something that, that you enjoy. You just want to share with the world without expecting back, without having expectation. That way we can reduce, the negative, the bullying, and we're going to be getting into each and every one of those conversations tonight. So I just want you to sit back, relax, as we dive into this very important topic, and I just want us to, like, I just want to help us to grow, and I don't want anyone to tear you down. I don't want you to feel that you're not good enough or you're not capable, just because of the things that you're seeing on social media. All right, so we're going to be going into some of the things tonight. The question I want to ask you is this: what is self-image? Or, like, even like, how does social media matters to you? Because I think when we start asking ourselves very important questions, I think that way we'll be able to to navigate the actual right path that we need to go. So, um all right, so think about it this way: self-image is how you see yourself, your appearance, your how worthy you are, your abilities. These are what we call self-image. So social media, most times, I want you to understand this, okay? This is going to be fun, this is going to be exciting. I'm not going to make it too serious, okay? Because I want us to have a good time tonight. I want to have a good time tonight. So, while I'm talking, if there's anything that jumped at you, if there's anything that you would like me to talk about, just please. You need to get sorry. Better. So if there's anything that you would like me to talk about, just drop your comments in the comment section, and then we all can have a good time tonight. So now, social media is where we often shape that image that I've talked about. And think about it. Let's say, for example, just like I said before, how many times have you posted a picture today? And then, you're just right there, you're just waiting that, okay, who's going to like the picture? How many likes are you going to get? We have, you know, these things are more like, comparing your life to someone else's life, to someone else's vacation photos. You see what they're doing, and then the feeling of that insecure, that insecurity, after scrolling through, like, perfect bodies, like I said before, you see a lot of images on social media. And at the end of the day, if we can understand who we are and accept who we are, I think our life is going to be better. In the sense that social media is powerful, but it's not all bad at the same time, because it has its own negative side, and it has its own positive side at the same time. So I want to tell you that, just sit. Sorry, we're trying to fix the TikTok life as well too. All right. So okay, so while we dive into that, so yes, sorry about that. So I just want you to think about those things. What is your self-worth? What is important to you? What do you think about, about yourself? So that way you don't have to get too carried away of what's going on, in the world. And I'll tell you something, social media is so good if only you can look beyond. It's so good because it helps you to connect with people, your old friends, like people that you've seen long time ago, that that, okay, probably in person you might not even be able to meet for the rest of your life. But social media has created that platform for you to be able to connect. So those are the beautiful things that you can actually enjoy on social media. So so another thing that I actually want to talk about is another thing that I want to talk about is, you know, the attitude. Looking at it from a good side. Looking at it from a good side, social media connect us. Like it actually even help us, like, with supportive people, supportive community, especially for mental health, you know, positive things, or maybe even self-expression. It actually even connects us to those people. I've seen people on TikTok that, they would join some platform, and from there they are being inspired. From there they find solution. From there they learn. I've seen people go on TikTok. You will see so many people learning so many things every day, getting connected, supporting, like, communities. So that's the good side that I want you to look at. You can find people who get you, share similar struggles with you, or just makes you feel sane. There's so many people that you will join their platform that you don't even need to know who they are. Just join their community, and then you'll be surprised that, like, you just have a good time. You have an amazing time. So I just want us to think beyond the negative side of social media and see how it can actually benefit us, see how it can actually help us, like, with our mental health, with our stability, with us feeling good and appreciated. So it happens, it can happen. So you're not alone, you're not alone, you're not alone, you're not alone. That's one thing I want you to understand. And this one is something very, very funny to me. This one is something very, very funny to me that I just want you to understand very clearly, that the not so good side of social media. All right, that's what I call that. Okay, the not so good side of it. But let's be real, social media also has a dark side. We all know that. We all know this. I'm telling you, we all know this. And, I just want you to understand that we are constantly comparing ourselves to, like, to highlight reels, like, things that they are not meaningful. So come back, please. Come back. Just be yourself. Okay? Everybody seems rich, happy, you know, because of the filters, beautiful, sexy. Everybody feels that way on social media. Look at all those apps that is going on now. That once you post a picture, like, they will turn you into a figure eight. As women, they will turn you into this beautiful, sexy image. And then you'll be like, wow, oh my goodness. Don't give yourself stress. Don't give yourself stress. Influencer with no filters and think about the filter side of it as well too. So all these things are real. They're things that we go through day to day, day to day. But I just want to encourage you. I want to encourage us that, like, this comparison, it's a trap that actually leads to low self-esteem, that leads to anxiety, that leads to depression. Let's not forget that, people can miss out on so many things. The fear of missing out also, it's actually a different problem on another side of it. So think about this way: you're at home scrolling through, like, other parties, like maybe vacations, or maybe, like, couple of things, and you're wondering, why isn't just me? Why isn't just my life? Why is my life like this? You think about all those things, and the reality is that you just need to be comfortable with who you are. You need to appreciate your own self. You need to get to that place that you feel good about yourself. You're not waiting for others to like your photos in order for you to feel good. You're not waiting for others. Like, how many people are going to say yes? How many people are going to see what I'm doing? You don't need that. The ones that are going to see what you're doing will see what you're doing. So please, 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 this comparison, let us reduce it. It's killing a lot of people. People are committing suicide just for this comparison. I'm telling you. So many people have listened to wrong advice. They followed and they end up being trapped. So you need to think. You need to think before, like, when you're on social media. Don't get carried away. Cyberbullying is real. When you think about the comments, you will see some people that will post a picture. You will see how negative people will be by the time they start dropping comments, and you're wondering, you're like, why are people like this? Why are they dropping this so much comment? Like, they're very hateful, very mean. And because of that, you will see some, like, they'll be like, I'm no longer going on social media. Pum, pum, pum. They'll block their phone. So don't let the negative affect the positive. You just need to find a balance. You need to find a balance. When you can find a balance, it makes your life better. It makes your life meaningful. So please, 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 don't let us get caught up. Don't let us get carried away, because things are real and so many things are happening in people's life. So don't let us take that for granted, and just think that, like, everything is okay. Because nothing is okay if we don't make the impact to make it okay. All right. So how to stay mentally healthy online. This is very important that I want to talk about. I just want you, like, I read some book some times ago, and I'll get a title, and then I will send it out. You guys should read that book. Very, very inspiring, because on social media, you can drive yourself nuts. So, and you need to know how you can protect yourself. So, how do we protect ourselves on social media? I want you to understand, accounts that, that, like, they throw shade at you, they give you bad feelings, you feel bad about yourself. Unfollow those accounts. Unfollow them. If you know they're not playing any meaningful thing in your life, unfollow them. Take them away. And limit screen time. If you're not making money on social media, if you're not making money on TikTok, if you're not making money on Instagram, if you're not making money on YouTube, if you're not making money on Spotify, if you're not making money on Twitter, please, please, please limit the time that you spend on those media platforms. Please, you need to limit it for your own good. And another thing that you can do to protect yourself is follow creators who are real and they are reliable. People who know what they're doing, people who you've seen, you follow, you've listened to some of their things, and then you see that, like, this person can be of a great benefit to me. This person can be something good to me. Follow those people. Follow those creators that have something substantial to deliver to you, not just anyhow creators, and then you just follow them and then you drive yourself nuts. Please, please, please don't do that. Don't do that. Let's take advantage of this thing because mental health is important. It is very, very important. And then, social media affect our culture. It affects culture in our society as well. So please, we need to be aware of all these things so we can make right decisions online and take a break. Sometimes too much spending time on it can even give you headache. So please take your time on it. Don't spend too much time. Find something else they can use to replace those social media time that you spend online. But just make sure there's something valuable that you're adding to yourself every single time. And talk to someone if you're struggling. I remember the other day I was on TikTok and then somebody was talking about self-love. And the way the guy shared his experience, I was really, really moved by it. And I was like, this is actually what the speaker show is about, to inspire people, to help people going through difficulties. So, you learn so many things from people that you don't even know, that problems that you don't even know they exist, or maybe even some that you just talk about that people truly are going through stuff. So please, we learn all these things. So talk to someone, and also it could even be like a family member, it could be friends, it could be therapists, like, just make sure that you're getting yourself engaged with the right people. All right, so 1 second. Okay, so for that, sorry, that's what happened when you're trying to multitask. All right. So, like I said, so social media has its own influence on us. So please, 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 I just want you guys to just do what is right. Find ways. I'll tell you the best way that you can use your time right on social media is find way that you can make money on it. Just look for ways. Look for creators that they're teaching on how you can make money. Let it be about the money that you want to make. Let it be about what you want to learn. Let it be about what you want to add to yourself. Don't let it just be about, like, how many people that you're waiting for them to like your photos, how many people that you're waiting for them to give you good comments. Because the truth is that sometimes you might not get what you want. Sometimes it might not be like that. You feel inferior because you don't see people do those things to you. And it doesn't mean that you are less. It doesn't mean that you're not beautiful. It doesn't mean you're not handsome. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It doesn't define you. Those comments, those likes doesn't define you on social media. That's one thing I want you to take home tonight. That those things does not define you. You are still who you are. And our mental health on social media is very, very important. No one can help you. No one can help you except you help yourself. So, and the only way that you can help yourself is to follow some of the things that I've talked about tonight. And let's grow big. Let's do great things. Let's take advantage of so many publicity, so many opportunities, that's on social media, especially the connecting side of it. So there's so many things. So please, let us do good. Let us do good. And you know take who we are, accept who we are, without having to be concerned about other people's opinion or what other people have to say about us. All right. So that will be all for today. And I just want you to, to stay tuned with us. If what I've said, if what I've shared tonight, you find it inspiring or you find it meaningful to you, the speaker show, we are here every Friday, 7 p.m. You'll find us here on the speaker show. You can follow us on YouTube. You can follow us on TikTok, and then you can follow us on Instagram as well. Please, please, please share the video, like it, talk to someone. You never know what people are going through. You will think as if everything is okay. You will think everything is okay, but at the end of it, everything is not okay. So many people are going through one thing or the other. Challenges are out there that you have no idea about. So appreciate your own self. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. You need to love yourself and be happy. Be happy with yourself. All right. So without being said, I just want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you that you've joined me tonight, that you've been here with me once again. I want to say I'm so sorry, for the interruption earlier on. And let us continue to have a good time. And I remain the host of the speaker show, Nina Lafatai, and to all the people who are watching us on TikTok. So thank you to each and every one of you joining us, watching us live. You guys are amazing. I've seen so many people joining us. Like, you guys are wonderful. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that one way or the other we have been able to inspire you on the speaker show. So if this is your first time of joining us, it's okay. Welcome home, welcome home, welcome home. We are always here, like I said to my people. We are always here, and you will find us here. We inspire, we motivate. That's all we do. That's all we do on the speaker show. So if there's any concern, if there's any problem that you have, please let us know. Share with us, and we'll be more than happy to be of help, to cancel. So please. And I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Do have yourself a very wonderful night, and I'll see you again. Thank you.